them, minus, is it Davis? Passion. They agreed at 31 USD. He testified that he paid the storage charges of 5692, that is 5,692 USD, and handling charges. He testified that he was told that the buyer had changed and he would meet the new buyer when he or she comes to Kenya. He did a letter to Bolore and copied them for a transfer and told them to pay for storage charges, but they declined. DW1 testified that he paid the 5,692 USD storage and handling charges, and that he paid Bolore with his money and loaded the receipt, which is dated the 16th day of November 2023. Now, they brought in their lawyer called Patrick. The fourth container was 10 tons, and he averred that he then allowed the containers to leave and they would pay him through their lawyers, and he said that they have not paid him to date with anything. Now, that was the testimony in short, though it's longer, about the DW1. Now, the Exhibit 4 is the second agreement as adduced by the defense. Exhibit 7, 10 tons. Exhibit 4 is 74 tons. And then Exhibit 4 again is the commission agreement. Now, Sanjola sought for containers through Sharif. They gave 3 seals. The 3 containers were transported from the warehouse to the port. The shippers, the buyers, were present. There were 5 representations. They never opened the containers thereafter. He testified that they were present when they were sealed. Bill of lading given to Mose and Mose for payment. Part of the discharge to Nasha port, this is in China, and there was a bill of lading from Mombasa, the 3 containers, which was adduced as exhibit number 10. The containers are of the same details. The seals were given since June 2023, and then he testified he sought this as from his company, Sanjola. Now, he denies that the containers at the he denies eventually the containers were his at the port, not the seals. He further denies that there's no nexus of the containers at Kilindini port and the one at the warehouse. He testified that he took photos and videos of the processes taking place with his phone on the 22nd and the 23rd of June 2023, and thereafter they were packed in metallic bags. Now, he testified that he was to carry the seal bag to China for comparative analysis, and he requested the shipping line to be eventually he testified that he requested the shipping line to be returned to Mombasa 3 days after the container left, and also to Sharif team to return the containers to Mombasa, but this did not happen as the goods had already reached China, yet he avers that he had paid for it. He testified that he used 13,692 USD as the owner of the cargo and the shipper. He testified that at MTC that he has been a customer since 2018 at MTC, and that he was using email to communicate with the clients. So there's a certificate dated the 5th of July 2023. Email, he also adduced 27th of November 2024. Certificate of quantity was DMFI 26. Transfer of ownership, there's a communication thread, and scanned documents as MFI 29. Now, he also said that he never received any money from Mose and Mose Company. Mose was the law of the buyer, and he was to pay DW1, that is the accused, when he received the money. He said that he went to his office and he met 4 people who took his phones, and he was told that they were DCI, and they drove him all the way to Mombasa. He avers that he does not know why he was being arrested. He avers that he was taken to Makupa police station and later to Urban police station, and he avers that he was thereafter charged as hearing. I think enough said of the witnesses in short, but counsel can aver that if we were to read everything in detail, we'd take here another 10 days. Now, issues for this court to determine now are as follows, and the court appreciates the evidence adduced by all the 40 witnesses hearing in a record time of, is it 7 days? 2 weeks? No, it should have been maybe 10 days because we didn't work over the weekends.